Well, here we are near the old Black Bear here in Tewkesbury. An area which has seen a lot of flooding at least the last week or two. Certainly there was some form of flooding here before. It all got worse last week with torrential downpours. All the rain. With some areas having a month's rain within a day or two. It is starting to recede now though in the last 3 days, 2 or 3 days. The levels are very high there, towards the old flour mill. This is from King John Bridge here in Tewkesbury. It's pathway to the right there, as you can see, totally saturated in water where the trees are there as well. King John Bridge. Here in Tewkesbury. Abbey Navigational Trust down there on the right, so you can't walk along there at the moment. Here we are in Tewkesbury. We've got the Jag here, the Jaguar XF. Been a lot of flooding lately. Here it goes. Just to say, a lot of flooding here in the last week. After a lot of rain. Now we have the river here, although it looks like the old river here from King John Bridge. Looking across the Ham here, as you can see, totally saturated in water here. Got progressively worse last week to the weekend. Now start to recede since about Monday. You can see the area down to the old flour mill there, completely saturated. Across the Ham there, the Severn Ham here in Tewkesbury, totally waterlogged. Water treatment works there as well. This is usually dog walking country. The river goes along. So somewhere where those bushes are, and fishing landing slots there as well. So that's all closed off. This is Tewkesbury. There's a lot of flooding here. Actually, oh, here we'll look across here, and actually further high water here as well. Certainly not easy to walk along there. So a lot more water than usual. You can walk along down there, there's a pathway down there. It's starting to recede now though. Down towards the marina, which is over that way. Tewkesbury Marina. Certainly a lot wetter here than usual. Tewkesbury, where the air is quite used to getting flooding here. Luckily nothing like as bad as 2007. Since then a lot of flood prevention schemes have been put into place. It has been certainly, I think, some of the worst flooding here since 2007 in the last week or 10 days here. Few cyclists there. Going through Tewkesbury, looking down towards the marina here. High water that's actually receding now here. Boathouse there as well. Actually a pub now there. There's flats along the river here up towards the marina there. But it's certainly high that side. Saturated the path, etc. over there off King John Bridge after first flooding in the last week's 10 days. Well, here we are not far from Morrison's in Tewkesbury. There's been a lot of flooding across there. Morrison to the right, looking across the road here, flooding this side as well. But certainly this is the area not far from the wheat pieces down there in Walton, Cardiff. Floodplain, and they're also building further houses down there, down the bottom there. One of the many big housing schemes in the area. Not good for flooding, built on floodplains and of course susceptible to flooding anytime there's a big downpour. Just like this area here and the area across the road, as you can see here. With Morrison's being across the road there. The car park has also flooded before as well. But here we are, just along from Morrison's here, which is just over there. First flooding taking place here in the last week or so. With quite a lot of rain in a number of days on succession. See across there, be flooded out here in Tewkesbury. It has receded in the last few days, since about the weekend, which is about, what, 3 days or so. It's a busy road here that goes down towards Walton, Cardiff, and the wheat pieces, unfortunately, they're still burning down there on a floodplain down the bottom there. It's the ring road out of Tewkesbury. Busy road. Certainly the road has been flooded over there, as has at times Morrison's car park, but nothing as bad as the 2007 floods. Since then they've built quite a few flood defence schemes, but it has been, I think, the worst since 2007 this month. As you can see, flooding here in Tewkesbury has started to recede in the last few days, but last week getting worse and worse. So we're talking about a week ago, quite bad, including over the weekend. Certainly levels have fallen. This is beside the A38 here in Tewkesbury. Tewkesbury being straight down there, Morrison's to the right there. And here we are opposite Morrison's here, on the outskirts of Tewkesbury. There's flooding here in the last week or so. Has resided quite considerably over the last three days or so, 3 or 4 days. Certainly levels were quite high about a week ago or so. They only just started to go down in the last 3 or 4 days. Looking across here, beside the A38 there, ring road out of Tewkesbury, town being just down that way, and Morrison's being to the right. There, which sees quite regular flooding there as well. It's the football down there. Quite regular flooding on these floodplains here. Unfortunately, they're still building down alongside Walton, Cardiff, and wheat pieces, as it's called. There's certainly flooding in the area. They have put a lot of defence schemes in since 2007. We still get areas on the outskirts of flooding, including this road here and other areas. This road was actually flooded at the weekend. It's down there. But here we are, directly opposite Morrison's here in Tewkesbury. Remnants of the flooding here, and this road was actually flooded at the weekend here. Across flooded area here, although the area flooding has receded. Oh. Bad driving there. Certainly the area is starting to dry out, shall we say. The flooding is receding after the deluge of rain all last week. About a week ago, totally flooded out. And it got progressively worse towards the weekend, but in the last 3 or 4 days, it actually gone down. As you can see, the A38 over there, the ring road around Tewkesbury. So it has gone down. In this area here, as I say, it was flooding on this road to the right here at the weekend. Further flooding here in Tewkesbury, which is opposite Morrison's. There we are, working together to reduce flood risk. Ditch clearing and desilting 2019. Well, you can see it flooded out here. Some of the worst flooding since 2007 here. You can see Morrison's across there. The road here was flooded as well, including the rest of quite a lot of the vineyards along there behind the Abbey. It's starting to drop slightly. Certainly the area of flooding is receding, but various parts are still flooded around the town. Well, here we are in Tewkesbury, the further remnants of flooding here. Certainly worse than the last week or so. It has receded quite considerably. So it's not as bad as it was 3 or 4 days ago. Cricket pitch being over there, and beyond that the Abbey. And the Vineyards being over there, straight across. See the flooding here in Tewkesbury. Luckily, levels are dropping. Cricket ground being just there. Practice nets as well, it's completely flooded out there. Although of course the cricket season is over. We're nearly into winter now, and late autumn here in Tewkesbury.